Feel of victory. The agony of defeat. The inside info. And all the action on and off the field. Catch up with all your favorite sporting action live on Sports Hub every Mondays and Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. and on Saturdays at 2 p.m. right here on High Impact 102.1 FM. The stakes are high. The competition is huge.
Chelsea are getting closer.
The prize of victory all reward. And no matter the teams we stand with, everyone believes this season is our season. Catch all the footballing action from the leagues in the world live on Sports Hub.
Absolutely glorious from Arsenal Palace.
Mondays and Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. and on Saturdays at 2 p.m. on High Impact 102.1 FM.
And yes, a very good evening to you this afternoon. Oh yeah, good afternoon to you this afternoon. Welcome to Sports Talk Show right here from Empire Radio 102.1 FM. And so we get to serve you all of the latest in the ever exciting world of sport. Preaching the gospel of sport to you for 60 minutes. Taking you through the nitty-gritty of all the major stories making the rounds in the ever exciting world of sport. It's not going to be any different today. Today, the 18th day in the month of November, year 2023. I welcome you especially to the show. So much to talk about, so much to look into. Ever bubbling, ever exciting, and sometimes ever controversial world of sport. Because yes, cannot take controversy away from sport. Most especially the football world. Because yes, overnight, we saw the point deduction from Everton after that one count of charge. They have been deducted with 10 points, and then they still face further charges and further deduction. Maybe or maybe not, they might just be getting relegated. And yes, away from that, don't forget it's still the international break. And despite Eagles of Nigeria, they are gearing up for what is going to be the FIFA World Cup qualifiers for 2026. We are 26, and let's do it again. Can we do it again? Are we sure we want to do anything? I'm not sure about that, but yes. Last time out we drew 1-1 against Lesotho. I need to see what other teams in our group, talking about the AFCON 2024, what they played out in their own qualifiers. Host country, Ivory Coast, walloped Seychelles 9-0. That's a clear signal for us here. And there's away from that, still talking football this afternoon. I beg your pardon. Bellion wins the Golden Boy Award. And there's a couple of news making it from Real Madrid, and we are hearing that Carlo Ancelotti might just be extending his contract. Might not be heading to Brazil at the end of the day. We wait to see how that one is going to pan out. And then elsewhere, talking Real Madrid, Vinicius Junior back on the injury list. Not a good time for him. And we need to talk about the NBA. Yes, the in-season tournament. You know what the in-season tournament is? Only got launched in July, and they are playing it already. Where we have teams divided into 5 from each of the conferences. Last night we saw the Phoenix Suns defeating the Utah Jazz 131 to 128. and yes, Aden delivering a clutch 3, and then they get their first win over the Clips. And yeah, we're going to talk about boxing as well, where we'll be seeing Joshua Wilder and Bevo up top, December 23 card. Yes, there's going to be a fight December 23, the night of reckoning. It's been tagged, and most definitely all of us will be here to see it. I love to talk about so much to look into, talking about Formula 1, Max Verstappen, Mad Max, Las Vegas Grand Prix. Says it lacks emotion, it lacks passion. Someone different is leading the poll this time around. We're talking about Charles Leclerc of Ferrari is going to be leading the poll, and we'll see what's going to happen ahead of the race tomorrow. Carlos Sainz of Ferrari also coming second, while Max Verstappen is third. I mean, we've seen this before. The only time we've not seen it happen was at the Singapore Grand Prix, but right after that one, he's been there, he's seen it all, and hopefully he's going to be on top of his game. Let's talk about the CAF Awards as well. Luckily, Victor Osimhen is made it to the top 10 of that particular one. Can he beat all of these guys? Okay, let's see how that one is going to pan out. But for Gift Urban, he was not lucky enough. He didn't make it to the last round. So most definitely, we just have Victor Osimhen. And yes, talking about the women's category, we already know. I'm Parody 102.1 FM. And yes, I will not forget to tell you my name. Ayodeji Ajiboye is my name, and it's such an honor to be your host on the show this afternoon. Just like I mentioned, so much to talk about, so much to look into. I will go on this quick timeout, and when we come back, I will tell you I'm not alone in the studio, by the way. Yes, I've got the delectable, the woman who's going to be manning my defense line. I like now to be one of these, Bruno Fernandes kind of, assister. But she said, nah. She doesn't want it like that. False coach? I don't know. But then you get to hear from her in the course of the show. Stay with us. Don't go nowhere. Sports Hub right on Hyper Radio 102.1 FM.
For the best in sports entertainment, tune in to Sports Hub on High Impact 102.1 FM. This is Sports Hub on High Impact 102.1 FM.
Welcome back to the show. And yes, we'll be throwing the phone lines open. You can be a part of the show this afternoon. 070010211021 070010211021. Let's talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. What do you think is to blame for the results? And yes, just so you know, they have already landed in Kigali, Rwanda, where they will be gearing up to face the Warriors of Zimbabwe. The game is going to be played tomorrow. Who do you think is to blame? The coach or the players? We got a clip from the coach here analyzing that particular game for us. Or should I ask, were you satisfied with the Super Eagles performance? 0701021121. I think I've got a caller here, but then Oluwatomiey, I need you to be a part of this. Good afternoon, welcome to the show. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Hub right on Hyper Radio 102.1. Talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria, who do you think is to blame for the result? The coach or the players?
Let me go for the player. That is the players as a team.
Okay, the players. Why? Why are you going for the players?
I said, let me go for the players. That is if they play as a team.
Okay, if they play as a team. Did you see the game against Lesotho on Thursday? Did you see that game?
So appalling. I don't count that as a qualifier match or anything.
Okay, thank you, Samuel.
Just as if they are playing a friendly match.
As if they are playing a friendly match. Doesn't look like a World Cup qualifier for you, yeah?
World Cup qualifier. You cannot even say Nations Cup qualifier. It doesn't look like a Nations Cup qualifier. Let's talk about So don't worry. Keep up good words. Happy.
Samuel, okay, enjoy the rest of the show, by the way, because I will still, like to hear more from you concerning this particular one, because I know with what you just said, it seems you were not satisfied with the performance of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But then, let's hear the thoughts of Oluwatomiey on this particular one. Oluwatomiey with the EY Uborode. Yes, elegant. Welcome to the show.
To the show. Thank you so much for having me here once again on Sports Hub. It's an amazing time to talk sports. We love doing and talking about sports. 1 hour of sports, 1 hour of banter. And let me start with the Super Eagles, obviously.
Yeah. What's that sigh? That sigh, I mean, it has a lot.
It has a lot because I felt like I wasted my precious time to watch the match. It was very disappointing.
Wow.
It was so disappointing that you ask yourself that, please, are these players professionals? Some people were saying we're unlucky, some people were saying this, some people were saying that. But if you watch the match literally, you see that these players were not playing like they wanted to win the match or there's something at stake for them. And the coach is saying this. I'm going to read what he said. He said we had 76% ball.
I think I have a clip of that.
God.
Okay, let me put that out for everyone who wants to hear about that particular one. Yeah, listen to Joseph Presero.
Okay, I explained the performance. 76% the ball possession against 24. Many opportunity for score. Many goals for do. The opponent shoot 2 times in our goal and score 1 goal. Okay, I am sad, of course. I am not happy, disappointed also. But my team tried to do the maximum, okay?
His team tried to do the maximum, but is the maximum enough?
You are not sad. You are not disappointed. You cannot be telling me that the Nigerian Super Eagles will be playing at home.
Yeah.
In their backyard against Lesotho that is 153 on the table, and you have 2 times more than that in the world ranking, and you are drawing with them at home. So that is a very big disappointment. You cannot be doing that. We had the likes of other teams, Egypt, that play these lesser teams and they are beating them home 3-1, 5-1, and you are drawing with Lesotho. They even scored before us. Are you joking?
Yeah, they got the first goal.
You should be very, very disappointed. You should be very, very sad and unhappy with yourself as a coach, because you cannot be coaching this. That we are all hoping that this team is the new generational team.
Sorry, Oluwatomiey, please hold your thought. Let's hear from this person. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Haliro. I'm calling from Murukekere, local government.
Okay, welcome to the show. So,
Super Eagles point was like say they know places. Like say they won't play friendly match, they waiting the places. No be say qualify. Like this team where they play. Let's say assuming they qualify now, they won't go play competitive like France, Argentina, all these guys. Waiting they go play.
Exactly.
So we have like Argentina, Colombia, all these big countries like England. So waiting this.
I mean, let's not even talk about the likes of England. In our group, talking about the AFCON Group A, where we have the likes of, Ivory Coast. We have Ivory Coast, and then we have the Benin Republic. The Guinea and Guinea-Bissau. We saw what all of this country played in their own AFCON qualifying games. Ivory Coast won 9-0. In their World Cup qualifying game, the one they played last night, and then Guinea-Bissau drew 1-1, while Guinea won 1-0.
And you are playing against Lesotho, you are drawing the match at your backyard. If you're playing at Lesotho, I was like, okay, you're playing away from home, let's just give it out and say that's 1-1. But see, Egypt also beats Djibouti 6-0. Algeria beats Somalia 3-1. But then Nigeria plays, and then they are saying that they are not minors in the African team again. Are you joking?
It's only against Nigeria where they are not minors. It's only Nigeria
you're giving excuses. These are professional players. My darling, the bench is full of professionals. The starting level is full of professionals. We shouldn't be getting anything less than a win. I was expecting us to get... We have to smash them like 4-0. You are playing at the backyard, my darlings. What is happening? They're playing like there's nothing at stake, and this is what we cannot afford to miss the World Cup again. Back to back.
It looks like that's what going to happen if you look at it keenly, very keenly. I mean, let's take this particular one, guy. Hi, good afternoon. Your name and where you calling us from?
Good afternoon. This is Shola.
Tella, from where?
Shola, not Ella.
Okay, Shola. Where are you calling from, Shola? Sorry, please. Mowe. All right. Shola, what's your take on were you satisfied with the Super Eagles performance against Lesotho?
Yeah, for real. You should have coach. I tell you should have coach.
Yeah.
I don't already know. If you watch the interview with the guy you face, you will be fear for Nigeria, you will be cry for Nigeria.
Yeah.
Because he don't already believe this one are the best the best thing to ever happen to them.
Yes.
So you don't see Nigeria say you don't go for the top seat. You don't even expect Nigeria to give them job.
Yeah.
So Nigeria don't even Super Eagles, NFL don't already order Nigeria
by giving him the job in the first place.
So you get it now.
Yeah.
So the man, if you watch the man country, even if this one don't get anything so far. I don't even get surprised. These are no good. I don't even the shit. I don't even get much again.
But then we just, I mean, this is our Nigeria. We need to support them. We are 26 and we can do it again. Don't you think we can do it again?
See. Not because we need to support them.
Yeah.
But you don't already know what Nigeria will play.
But this is football. Anything can happen.
You don't already. See. From Nigeria, with the past so many things already, and you go one good watch side match now.
Right.
So listen now. I'll see the couple. If person like told you it's a big deal. These are the things. Imagine,
you just mentioned Sunday. Solar. Sorry to cut you. You mentioned Sunday Olise. Okay. Don't forget that Sunday Olise at the point in time was also in charge of the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
That was them now.
Talking about experience now, like
that was them now.
Been in the game before. I should.
His experience that time was so low. I was not even expecting Nigeria to hire someone like Sunday Olise like that.
Yes, that's true.
But you see now, if they get someone like. For Nigeria now, the league for the person to carry.
But then he won the league with Eyimba. He won the average league with Eyimba. Put some respect on the
job. My brother.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Yes.
No, just the full out say person lead Eyimba. Even if Eyimba no get cool, now that thing Ayodeji now.
Now you talk about no. Shola, I'll not take down from you. Don't tell me it's an arrangement. Other teams play their lives out.
Now Rivers United supposed to collect that song.
You did.
So yeah, Rivers United fan.
On Agada did the permutation.
At the Sunshine fan.
Off-shooting. So.
I think Sunshine.
Akure, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Sure you get now.
Yeah.
But this one we just talk about Super Eagles. Now our own. So we got like say the pure thing maybe say we just do ourselves. So the best candidates for that seat now for Nigeria as Nigeria was Sunday Olise.
Okay.
Even for saying something as again you say you get now.
Yeah. Thank you.
But for me, for me. Thank you.
Okay, I mean, Shola, I will need you to call us back when we start to talk about the Nigerian Premier Football League. Now that you okay, because Sunshine Stars definitely they'll be traveling to Bayelsa tomorrow.
Yes.
Enjoy the rest of the show. We'll be right back.
Amazing.
I mean, a very in-depth one from Shola there, but then I will not agree to some. Well, we are all entitled to our opinions. But yeah.
See, I'll say something. I say that I'm going to agree. I want to say something before Shola's call came in.
Yeah.
I want to say that when you get a coach to a team, it doesn't matter the type of players, the caliber of players you have. The team must show that there is a new coach in charge.
Yes.
The team must know that there is a new leader in charge. You cannot walk into a classroom as a teacher and don't man your class. Then that means you're not capable enough to actually be a teacher.
Implement your own pattern. Implement your own style.
If Mourinho goes to a team right now, you know that it's Mourinho that is playing, that is coaching that team, because you will see the style of play that this team is playing. If Guardiola goes to a team, you know the type of player. You know that it's Guardiola that is coaching that team. One of this guy of Atletico Madrid, I'm always forgetting. Simeone. If he goes to it, you will know. As a Lottie, you will know. But we're not seeing anything. This man has just left it down there. These people are players. It's because we have players. That's why we can even take a shot from that man, because we had players that that are more than able, that are standard, and that's plan. If we are like type B players or class B players, we are not going to win that match against Lesotho.
Okay, now we are putting all of the blames on the manager now. Yeah, understandable. But there's one thing I want us to actually look at. What about the player angle? Because yes, we saw that particular game, and then we saw the fluidity between the players, and then we saw where there was lack of conversion from the attacking lineup as well. Because I think if the crop of foreign players cannot do it, why are we not investing more on our local league, on our local players?
Why are we investing more on our local players?
Don't forget that the squad actually won us the last AFCON back in 2013. That's over 10 years ago now. Had like 5 home-based local league players.
Yes, it was a mixture it was not all-round local players. It was a mixture of professional players. I'm going to call professional foreign players, foreign-based players, and local players. It was not like and so the mixture was not even like a lot of local players. They actually put it because of Keshi, and I so respect that man. May so rest in peace. I so respect him so much with the way the discipline he put on that team. You know how they played. They played well. This player, I started saying it. I said when I started talking that these players, when they were playing on Thursday, they were not playing like something was at stake. They were playing like, oh, it's Lesotho now. It's not Lesotho. It's not Lesotho. But when you want to score, when you want to win a match, you win it from the beginning of the match. When you put tension into the faces of your opponent, they'll be tense.
I mean, yesterday, right here in Lagos, we saw the launch of the Let's Do It Again campaign ahead of the AFCON 2023, and then we have some former players in attendance, like likes of Joseph Yobo, Ahmed Musa, Shehu Abdullah, and even Debo, talking about Amokachi. And then in the statement of Joseph Yobo, he mentioned that sometimes you have to play ugly to win games. But then the likes of the Super Eagles that we saw the last time out, do you think these players can actually play ugly football? You know what it means to play ugly football?
You said they're playing tush. They're playing like, no, I don't want to get injured. Like, they play like, nothing is at stake. Don't injure me. Maybe don't touch me. I'm going back to my club. That's how they're playing. They're not playing like the likes of, the likes of this guy, Taribo West, Yobo. This guy likes to make somersault. I used to forget his name. This guy likes to somersault now. When he scores. Agawa. I don't play like players like that. With Taiwo, players like that are very rugged on the field. They are playing for your country, very rugged. This North African team or African countries, they play with all their hearts. They play like something is at stake for them. What is happening?
Okay, let's take a look at something from this angle. Do you think with the likes of Ahmed Musa out now and William Trust Ekong actually not getting the call up to this particular one, do you think there's some kind of lack of leadership in the Super Eagles at this point in time? Don't forget the man that India is also out, and then the standing captain through this last game was Kelechi Iheanacho. And then do you feel lack of leadership can also be what is actually causing all of these things? Don't forget, we can say that Iheanacho has been there for a long time, because I think Iheanacho actually met the likes of Mikel Obi within the ranks at that point in time, and then they went to the Olympics together. The Olympics actually caused some kind of issues for Mikel Obi as well. So my question now, leadership, I think we should take a look at that.
Yes, definitely. Leadership is one of the things that you should. I say when Ahmed Musa is not on the team, so it's the Omero, then followed by Ndidi. When Omero is always the captain, I always see this, this discipline, this strong will, like making her play well. Now I don't like waiting that they play. You guys should play well. You guys should not mark this player, do this. But when you have the likes of Iheanacho that is just is a young guy too, his friends are on the field playing with him. He doesn't want to hurt anyone. He doesn't want to say something that will make him not be friends with this. Exactly. That thing will not be there. I'm always saying this. I don't like this player because he knocks too much. That's Bruno Fernandes. But his leadership is always very nice. I love his leadership, but he complains, he knocks too much, he talks too much. But that is what he actually talks too much. He complains too much, and that's actually what your captain or your leader should do on the field. If you're not marking this player, why are you not marking this player? Why did you leave that space open? Why are you not scoring the goal? See the goal that I want you score. He just broke Yakubu's record of missing a goal in front of the net. Are you joking?
And the man is out injured. He's back to England now. No, all due respect to Taiwo.
I'm saying it with my full chest. Don't give me that. It's gonna be giving the excuse of he was injured. I find it. Yes, I find it that it's gonna be very. It's not a big deal for players or strikers to lose goals, but you can't be losing that type of goals.
Yeah,
you cannot be losing. If it was a goal, if it was like that missed in AFCON or World Cup, we say that is he has actually broken Yakubu's record of actually missing a
clear-cut goal.
Please, are you joking?
That was a clear-cut goal.
Did you see the match? Did you see that goal, Chance? I rampage.
I mean, over time, we've always been talking about goalkeeping being a major issue. But the last time, this particular one, all draw against Lesotho on Thursday, I mean, we definitely know that, yes, we need some fearsome strikers. Though we have a couple of them within our ranks, but it feels like they are not just doing enough to get the goals in the back of the net. No firepower, honestly.
I think they're playing like there's nothing at stake. This country, what would they do for? They didn't do anything for me. Why would I do something for them? And that's why I appreciate Osimhen. I feel like the fact that because he grew in the team, he played the under 17, under 20, and now he's in the Super Eagles. So he has seen how it has seen what it means to play for the Nigerian Super Eagles. So I don't criticize players that didn't grow up in Nigeria or didn't know how Nigeria is and everything. And they now bring them to the team because they are good. Because I respect them a lot. But see, you've pledged your allegiance to come and play for this country. Give it your all. Not that you play 0 for your country and go back to your club to be playing 100. I beg. Who's that player? I
mean, honestly, a lot of things to work on within the Super Eagles. Now that we actually know that there was no goalkeeping errors, though we considered a goal, but we can actually fault that to the walkabout of what's this guy's name again, or Calvin Bassey, because I feel like it was not actually allowed that Motsmelo Matokazi. I mean, his name is jaw dropping. But they got the better of Super Eagles of Nigeria. 1-1 draw on the end there. So tomorrow we cheer them on again, 2 p.m. Nigerian time. They'll be playing against Zimbabwe out there in Rwanda. And yes, away from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let's take this quick break, and when we return, our Sports Hub right on 9 Power Radio 102.1 FM continue. Stay with us.
For the best in sports entertainment, tune in to Sports Hub on High Impact 102.1 FM.
Welcome back to the show, Sports Hub, right on 9 Power Radio 102.1 FM. Yeah, we give it to you in bits and pieces. Don't forget that we can disagree without actually disagreeing. Taking you to the nitty-gritty of all the major stories. Sportilicious afternoon it is right here. And yes, let's go straight into Formula One. Charles Leclerc took pole position for the Las Vegas Grand Prix after Ferrari dominated qualifying in Formula One prestigious new race in Sin City. Leclerc was quicker by just 0.044 seconds than teammate Carlos Sainz, who has 10th place grid penalty and will start 12th. Red Bull's Max Verstappen, who was the third fastest, 0.378 seconds off top spot, will therefore start alongside Leclerc. Mercedes driver George Russell was fourth ahead of Alpine's Pierre Gasly. And in the frantic final few seconds of the session, Aston Martin's Fernando Alonso plummeted from being fourth after the first runs to 10th. Lewis Hamilton could only manage 11th in his Mercedes, and second Red Bull driver Sergio Perez joined him in being knocked out in the second session in 12th place after Red Bull miscalculated and brought him into the pit with more than 2 minutes still remaining in the session, resulting in him dropping down from 6th. I mean, yes, tomorrow we'll be seeing the final race out there in Las Vegas Grand Prix. This is the first new race in the Sin City, and then hopefully we are going to be seeing something different from Max Verstappen, and then hopefully he's going to be winning this particular one as well. Oluwatomiey, your take on this one? Exactly,
like you said, hopefully he's going to be winning this. I remember Leclerc. Actually, I think it was the Dubai Grand Prix or something, that the beginning of the pre, he was actually leading as well. He was leading Verstappen. Verstappen was even 5th then or something, and Verstappen still came out top. So he's always my man. I just feel like you know when you build this mental capacity, you build it up. And what was Verstappen said before this Grand Prix? He said that he's actually not fit for it, this and this, that he doesn't want to do it, he's mentally not this, he's mentally not that. And now when he started doing his car, when he started racing well, and I said, it feels like the ground is working well for him in his favor and everything. I just look at this athlete, I'm like, are you joking? What kind of mental game are people playing like this?
I mean, you're not fit, he and now you're said fit. Something, He said the Max Verstappen said that this particular Grand Prix is 1% sports and 99% of a show.
Exactly, 1% sport and 99%.
He said it looks like a Super Bowl
or entertainment. And I was like, are these athletes joking with our brains? What is happening right now? But I just feel like, when you want to play your opponent, when you want to go with your opponent, especially when you're going in boxing, in martial arts, in tennis, in racing, motorsport, and everything,
Yeah.
you have to play your mental game needs to be on point. It needs to be sharp as you are strong with that your game or your sport you're doing. And that's what I think he actually does for his opponents. And now like to say that he's third, it doesn't mean that he's out of the competition, because he's still third and the competition is still moving. So what are you going to do? And the point is just 0.085 seconds, right?
0.5.
0.5 seconds.
Cumulatively, yes.
Very, 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 very minimal. So I feel like Verstappen is still going to take it. This is his year already. So, and Hamilton finished 11th or something.
Yeah, 11th. Yes.
11th. Please, Lewis, just sit down this year and let's start again next year.
Okay, I mean, most definitely we have to start again next year. Yes, also Lewis Hamilton talking about him said the Formula One circles must respect Las Vegas locals. 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton has called on Formula One to be wary of the impact this weekend's Las Vegas Grand Prix will have on residents of the city. The sport returns to Las Vegas for the first time in 40 years this weekend, and it prepares to race around a 3.8-mile street circuit amid the city's most famous landmarks. So many of the casinos that line Las Vegas famous are on board with F1's $500 million investment, and in the service jobs such as taxi drivers and hotel cleaners have raised concerns. So I mean, we cannot fault Max Verstappen for saying this is a show and not a sporting event at all. But it's all about the money anyways. I mean, away from that, let's quickly talk about basketball this afternoon. So I mentioned to you that the NBA in-season tournament, just in case you don't know what the NBA in-season tournament is, for my basketball lovers, this is one tournament that got launched earlier this year. Yeah, that was in July, and it actually means the idea is a multi-stage tournament, and then each conference divided into 3 groups of 5 teams each, and then each team is going to play 4 designated regular season games, 2 at home and 2 on the road, and then they count towards the group stage standings. So in Group A, we have the West Group A, we have the West Group B, and then we have the West Group C, same with the Eastern groupings as well. So after drilling a sidestep 3 that just beat the shot clock, James Harden sat near the half-court logo and shook his head in delight as a crypto arena crowd roared. Harden not only hit his biggest shot as an LA Clipper, he won the first game with his new team with some vintage shots in crunch time. However, he delivered his best game as a Clipper with 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists to up the Los Angeles Clippers to a 106-100 win over the Houston Rockets. So in the West Group standings right about now in the West A, we have the Los Angeles Lakers. They've won 3 of their games already, accumulating 363 points. The Utah Jazz have won 2, lost 1 with 370. The Phoenix have won 1, lost 1 with 250 points. And West B, West C as well. The Sacramento, they've won 2 with 234 points. So the Lakers are first team to win 3, and then they are top of West A. The Pelicans have climbed to first in West B, while the Sacramento Kings have moved to top of West C. While in the East, Sixers have won wins, put them in second in East A, while the Milwaukee Bucks move to top of the Eastern Conference B, while the Celtics are staying first in Eastern Conference C. The NBA in-season tournament is serving us top of the game, by the way. Yes, let's quickly talk a little bit boxing this afternoon. Before we delve into the ever exciting, the king of all sport, talking about football. Just so you know, Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder will compete in separate bout on December 23 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, according to sources. It's been confirmed right about now, and then this is going to be serving as some kind of prelude to the long-awaited battle between the former heavyweight champions. Come 2024, Joshua will fight Otto Wallin. We give Tyson Fury all he could handle during the 2019 meeting, while Wilder will take on former heavyweight title holder Joseph Parker. This according to report, and then it was disclosed on Tuesday. So if both Joshua and Wilder come away with victories, they will be on a collision course for a much discussed fight between two of the division's biggest punchers. Wilder is considered by many the most devastating puncher in heavyweight championship history. On the undercard, Dimitrov Bivol will defend his WBA lightweight title against Lyndon Otto. That's according to reports. Joshua Wilder looks likely right now because, two of them cannot afford to not come out on top of their bow.
Yes, definitely. Exactly. That's the way you were saying, giving the write-up and everything. Yeah. I was like, can they just have this fight already? Can we just forget it and know what is next for Anthony? Because it is long. It has been a long time coming. My English is it's just drawing me now. We've been looking forward to, okay, what is Anthony's next game? It has been one cancer, the other. Yeah. Probably his opponent is going through something. We can't see it. He wants to get through another fight. What is happening? And now December 23rd, 2023 is the main match against Wilder. Hey, it's going to be epic. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be epic because it's going to give us, this pre-Christmas gift. Yeah.
That's what it's going to look like. I concur. Totally, I concur.
So I can't wait for it. I can't wait for the result. I just hope that, as a true Nigerian that I am, as an Anthony Joshua fan, even if it loses, I'm going to advise him still. She's still going to the fashion modeling industry because he's a 5%. So but I just want him to win. I want him to win, and this is against Wilder. Wilder is a very tough man. If you watch, I've been privileged to watch two or more of his matches than some other boxers, and he's very, very good. I just feel like the team, Anthony Joshua's team, has watched his play, has seen the weaknesses, and if they are going for any press conferences, anything, he should play with his mental health or mental capacity. And that is how you win this game. When you tell your opponent that don't worry, I'll beat you, don't worry, I'll do this, it's not your left eye, it's not your this, your opponents will be very scared and will be shaking that this person knows my strong point and everything. Exactly. Yes. Be confident. You might be fighting against the biggest person in this world, but if you're confident and you feel like you can do it, and the person is seeing that confidence in you, and you yourself you're not confident, but you're oozing that confidence from you, then you can actually win that. So Anthony Joshua should he has this time to actually practice. He has a lot of time to practice because he has been practicing. He has been putting this since August. Yeah, we've been waiting. Joshua, if you don't win this match, Christmas, I'm coming down to England.
Okay. Away from boxing, please. Let's quickly look at quick stop in the world of tennis. And yes, much has been expected. Just the way we are expecting it, it has turned out like that. Talk about this Yoruba balance. I'm talking about Yoruba balance here. That exactly what we want is what we are getting, and I'm talking about the matchup that we're going to be having in the ATP finals right here in Turin. Carlos Alcaraz, after defeating Dani Medvedev to top his ATP finals group, and yes, he set up a semi-final meeting with the undisputed, the record holder here, 24-time Grand Slam winner Novak Djokovic, the great Snow. Woo! Wimbledon champion Alcaraz won 6-4, 6-4 against the Russian Dani Medvedev, who had already qualified for the last four of the season-ending event in Turin. And then Medvedev, an ATP Finals champion in 2020, we faced Green Group winner and Italian home favorite Yannick Sinner. World number one Djokovic, who was beating Alcaraz in the Wimbledon final, secured his semi-final spot on Thursday thanks to Sinner win over Olga Rune. And so, having lost his opening match to Germany Alexander Zverev, Alcaraz looked back to his best and assured success over third-seed Medvedev. And the 20-year-old broke a love at 3-3 in the first set, then got the crucial break at 4-4 in the second round before serving out a straightforward victory. Semi-finals, Djokovic, Carlos Alcaraz.
It's looking like a replay. We like a replay or rematch of what? Wimbledon finals
as well.
Yes, yeah. It's going to be like a lesson to Alcaraz. I just feel like he's composed, is is confident enough in himself, and I feel like whatever he has done, whatever has happened in the past. You just forget that this I'm playing against a player. I'm not playing against Novak. I'm not playing against number one or 24-time champion. No, I'm playing against a player and I want to win this. But if you should put that at the back of his mind, then they're gonna play well.
I mean, let's talk about this game actually being on a level ground for both of them. They've played 4 times and each have won 2.
It is. So now the person that wins this is gonna be like,
golden goal, yeah, golden win.
I'm better than you now. What are you saying? So I just feel like it should let. I'm talking from Alcaraz. Djokovic already has this experience. He already has experience of playing against, players that like.
And
this,
the age experience is also wide. Someone who is
there.
like 37 to a young boy of 20 years. And him right now is going to be the youngest ATP final semi-finalist since Rafael Nadal in 2006. I mean, away from that, let's talk about Rafael Nadal, who has actually taken a big step in his recovery and then is targeting to be back in 2024. Talk about the Australian Open in January. That's according to the 22-time Grand Slam champion. He's been training for over a couple of weeks now since his operation in his Ely Posas in June, and then he's confident of a return, but he's not too sure whether or not it's going to happen. But yes, we are looking to see him back in the court by January, talking about the Australian Open.
Yes, we are looking forward to seeing him. I just pray that I wish he recovers fast. But see, Rafael Nadal, there's nothing for you to prove again. I'm serious. There's nothing. You are one of the greatest. You are the goats of tennis. You're already the goat of tennis. You're one of the goats of tennis. So
I mean, one in indivisible like, 3 years.
Yes, please. He is. And I love him so much. My fave, Roger Federer, of course. I love them so much. I just feel like there's nothing for
Djokovic.
I'm not a fan. I'm sorry, but I'm not a fan. I just like what he plays, but I'm not a fan.
Okay.
But seriously, I'm not. I just feel like there's nothing for him to prove. If he recovers well and he's fit to play, fine, he's fit to play. But if he recovers and his doctor advises him that he should not endanger his health again, then fine. You're a 22-time grand champion. So there's nothing for you to prove again. Just know that your name is already written in the book. I'm wishing him all the best, because 2024 we want to see him actually play. Obviously,
maybe for one last time.
Obviously, I want to see him play.
Yeah.
But see, if his health will not carry, it's like what happened to Roger, that his doctor had to advise him. His wife is always telling him too that.
But let's talk about this ATP finals in Turin. Who are you expected to be in the finals? Don't forget that we have Carlos Alcaraz, we have Novak Djokovic, we have Giannis Sinner, the homeboy, who is doing a great. Talking about home is where the artist.
Yes,
that's exactly what this guy is doing. Because
home favorites of course.
And then he's showing them why they should love him.
Yes, so when you are home. I want to go back to Super Eagles now. When you are home and you are their own player, you're not showing them, they will be turn their back against you. It's just plain truth. Yes. That's the plain truth.
This guy defeated Novak Djokovic.
This guy is playing like when you know you're at home, I know people are behind me. I know that if I miss it like this, if I miss it, I'll cover my face in shame. That is what he did, and he's showing them well that he can play well. So I say the fight. I told you I'm a huge fan of Alcaraz. So obviously Alcaraz, I see Sinner actually getting to the final because he's playing well.
And then you think he's going to defeat a certain Dani Medvedev?
Didn't Alcaraz defeat Medvedev? So people tell me that Medvedev allowed Alcaraz to defeat him because he already qualified. It's a lie. He defeated him, and that's on period.
Okay. I mean, away from tennis, let's take a quick stop into football right about now. Because yes, looking at our time now, the time is tiptoeing. TikTok says the time. I mean, let's start from the England game from last night. 2-0 over Malta, and then everyone is saying that was not a convincing game for the Three Lions of England. Don't forget that Pepe scored an own goal, and then Harry Kane also got a goal. And the people are asking now, how would you rate the UEFA Euro 2024 chances of the England squad? I mean, their manager has come out to say he knows they are not where they want to be at this point in time. Is Gareth Southgate actually right with that word, saying he does not know this is not where they want to be?
What was the last thing he said? Was that the last one I remember him saying was that they are building, it's a building team.
But now so this is not where they want to be.
God, I beg Englishmen and their words. But see, I am not surprised with England. I just feel like they have always had the players, but they don't have the results. They have always had the players, but they don't always have the results. So I don't see I don't see why, because you're just looking at only English Premier League. You feel like, oh, it's only English Premier League you have players. Why don't you go to other leagues? You have English players in other leagues as well. You have English players that are playing well in the other leagues. Why don't you use that? Imbibe them. I see Southgate. Some people say that England is a political team. You know, they'll call you and say that you must put this team, you must put this player on the team. Why you still using Maguire when you have defenders? Why using Maguire when Tomori doesn't want to play for Nigeria and he wants to play for England? Why are you not using him? So people give you these excuses and say that why are you not using but I just feel like, you know, a coach, when a coach has worked with some players, they tend to use that players for life. They tend to feel like, these players understand me, just like what Alex Ferguson did to Scholes and did to Giggs. Scholes retired, they brought him back and said, oh God, this is my last season. I need you. This is my last season. You
need to do this for me.
Don't you see me? Don't let me be embarrassed. And that's why I brought him back. You see Mourinho, the likes of Mourinho and Matic always going together in the place. Kilo Shele, are they brothers? But because they've already worked together with these players, they know what these players can do. This player listens, this player is disciplined, this player knows what to do when I tell the team what to do. So I feel like that's what Southgate is doing. English players or English fans, they don't want patience. What they want is results. They feel like they have the players. I have the player. I've provided you players. I've provided you resources. Give me results. Bring trophies home. The last time they lost the Euros. And it was penalty. Yes, they're like, if you don't qualify for Euros again, obviously you know that they will sack you. We went to the final that will not qualify for Euros, just like you going back in time, like you repeating class. It's not possible. When I say repeating class times 2. When you're in primary 3 years, also go repeat class in primary 2. You are going towards primary 1 or KG. That is backwardness.
Okay, I mean, away from England right about now. Yes, just like we mentioned, we saw a particular game that actually caught our attention. Talking about Ivory Coast, they began their World Cup qualifying with the 9-0 rout of Seychelles. I mean, talk about Nigeria playing against the Seychelles. I'm sure we cannot do that, but that's by the way, anyways. So they enjoyed that particular go route. And
what do you mean by we cannot do that? With these two beats, what is this country name again? Principe. Sao Tome and Principe 15-1. What's that?
I mean, what a way to open their qualified against Seychelles right there. And then teenager Karim Konate was on the score sheet for them, as well as Sebastian Allah also got the goal for them in that one. So yes, they have been to more World Cups than any other African nation. So you know, it's a good one for them, and then a good way to start on the front foot. And then for Ghana last night, they had to leave it late for the former Spain international Inaki Williams to score his first goal, and that one actually helped them to the 1-0 victory.
They shall won.
Yeah, they indeed won that particular one. And so Patim Daka also scored twice as Zambia in Group A with a 4-2 home win over Congo after fighting one from a 2-1 deficit after 15 minutes. Also, Sebadu Sisse netted 4 minutes into stoppage time to hand Guinea a 2-1 win over Uganda in Group G, a match that was played in Brakem, Morocco. And also, you know, Morocco is going to be hosting 4 different matches. Some countries are going to be making Morocco their makeshift home, talking about they not having stadiums that are actually up to the CAF standard. Away from that, let's talk about the CAF awards that will be coming up later this year right there in Marrakesh, Morocco. We know already that one of our very own, or should I say our very own Victor Osimhen has made it to the top 10 final shortlist, where we have the likes of Riyad Mahrez, Frank Anguissa, Vincent Abubakar, Mohamed Salah, Ashraf Hakimi, Sofiane Amrabat, Yassine Bono, Yusuf Nasser, Victor Osimhen, and Sadio Mane. I mean, let's talk about this particular list. Do you fancy Victor Osimhen's chances of actually coming out on top of this one and winning it at the end of the day, Tommy?
Yes. The Patriots, the Nigerian in me will say yes, obviously, because see, if I want to categorize these players, let me start with Riyad Mahrez. He played for Algeria, right? Yeah. He played for Manchester City.
Definitely.
How did he play in Manchester City? Let's look at the club. Let's start with club level. It wasn't fantastic. He's not a starting for Guardiola. Guardiola uses Mahrez because, you know, there is no option again. That's why he uses Mahrez.
But he's always coming in to change the game. He's a game changer.
What I want to say. When Mahrez comes to the field, sometimes it's a game. It's not all the time that he's a game changer. It's no, I'm serious. It's not all the time it's against MJ. Sometimes he does a lot. That he has to pass the ball, but he doesn't do that. He plays sometimes he plays selfish ball. Sometimes he does, and that's why Guardiola doesn't fancy that. If you know the type of player Guardiola fancies, he fancies the likes of Bernardo Silva. That you know that they will pass to you. You use aggression to collect the ball and you pass. Kevin De Bruyne, why is he using? Is obviously the best, but he passes. He shares his ball. Mahrez is out of. Let me say Mahrez is out of it. By the way.
Okay.
Number 2, let's go to Frank Anguissa, please.
Yeah.
Please.
The Cameroonian.
The Cameroonian.
Yeah.
I want to say please. Why is he on this? Why is he on the list? Well, it's 10 man.
Yeah, they need a 10 man. Yeah.
Yes, and that's why he's on the list. So that one aside. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to categorize all the Moroccans together. Okay. Sorry to say that because of what they did for Africans at the World Cup, last World Cup, that's Qatar 2022. They played absolutely well. Yeah. Look at the likes of Ashraf Hakimi,
and
look at the likes of
Yusuf
Enesri, yes, the keeper, Yasin Bunu. Look at the likes of Asofan Amrabat. Those players were top-notch players. They were players of the tournament for me in Africa. They did well. Mohamed Salah, we know Mohamed Salah plays well. But last season, how did he play? Did he play absolutely well? Did he play absolutely well? Did he play absolutely well? I don't think so. But let's not categorize Victor Osimhen with these players. Victor Osimhen for club and country is the one for you. No, I'm not being how will I put it? I'm not saying out of because I'm in Nigerian or something. I'm saying because of how I'm saying as an analyst now. I'm saying because club and country he delivered. Club and country he is still delivering because of this injury that is now on his face and everything. That's why he's not on the radar. But last season, we are talking about last season. He was a top player, top goal scorer in Serie A. He helped Napoli to win the Italian Scudetto. What are you saying?
Okay. So give me your top 3 now. Your final
my
3.
Top 3, yeah, obviously. Number 1, Victor Osimhen. Number 2, jeez, my guy is here. I did not see Sadio Mane on time. But number 2, I'm going to give it to Ashri Mbunu. Yasin Mbunu. And number 3, I will give it to. It's going to be a Moroccan as well. It's going to be Ashraf Hakimi or Mohamed Salah, one of the two.
Okay, I have it locked already. Not to worry.
Yes, please.
Away from that, let's go straight into Europe. Let's go straight into European football right now. And yes, Everton have been docked 10 points for a breach of the Premier League profitability and sustainability rules (PSR) for the season ending 2021-2020 season, 22 season. That was disclosed yesterday after an independent commission imposed an immediate deduction that will see Everton drop from 14th in the relegation into the relegation zone. Yeah, because they will only be having 4 points left after this deduction, and then they will just be above bottom side Burnley on goal difference. The club described the decision as unjust and said it will appeal. Listening to their interim chairman last night, you can tell that it actually got to them, but then the Premier League said it had issued a complaint against the Merseyside club and referred the case to the independent commission earlier this year. Tommy, seeing this actually come out against Everton at this point in time, they are saying that they by their calculation for the relevant period resulted in a loss of 124.5 million, and then it is way below the amount that a team is supposed to actually accumulate over that period of time.
Okay, see, let's look at the likes of last season. What happened to Juventus? The likes of deduction of points happened. They deducted Juventus points. Juventus dropped to like 10th or so. And when they appealed, Juventus went to court. They appealed and they won the case. And they were reinstated at that point. And they were up to 12, to second or so. And people were saying that what if they didn't deduct the points? Would they have won the Scudetto? Well, no, they wouldn't have, because Napoli was actually doing better than they are. But you see how the deduction works. So I see if Everton should go to court to complain, to appeal to court and win the match as well, it's going to be very, very tough. Don't forget the fact that English media, English PR, English everything is going to be on your neck. These people, they don't come easy like that. They will give you their facts, they'll give you their point, they'll give you their evidences, and you too should actually take evidences to prove to the fact that okay, this time we had this money and this money shouldn't be like this. Then what is your proof? Prove it to them or to the court that this 10 points or this money or this thing you're accusing of it shouldn't be. Because if they should lose this to the point, go to court and lose that, they'll obviously they're going to be relegated. They have 4 points in 12 games.
Yes. I mean, a lot of things we are hearing from this particular case, because at the point we are hearing that if they were able to win their appeal, their the point deduction can actually be reduced based on appeal, and then another one is telling us that they can face further 9-point deduction and then some kind of administration issues as well. So I mean, away from that, let's talk about Chelsea and Manchester City as well, who in some aspects can also face this relegation battle by, according to financial fair play expert, following Everton's shock 10-point penalty. People now feel like it cannot be only Everton that will be going down. The other teams should do what? Should follow suit. Because don't forget that over the last couple of months we've been hearing that Manchester City have a 115 counts charge against them, but then we've not heard anything after that.
Exactly, we've not heard anything after that. Why is that? Remember, their players, their owners are what? I'm just saying it. I'm saying out of the fact that is what is going to happen, because why would we be hearing something and all of a sudden it just dies down, and now you're probing this or that team because they are smaller than them. Let's actually put clubs aside, put sentiment aside, and now look it categorically and say that why is that like that? Why is it like that? Are we saying that is it politics being played here? Is it money? Is it corruption? Is it bribery being issued here? All the teams should be probed. If it's like that, they should bring out all the team slate and let us check it one by one and see that everybody's clean. If a person really wants to fight, they should fight fair and fight well if they want to get justice for their team, for their club, and for the fans as well. So why did they probe Manchester City of them financial mishandlement and now say all of a sudden it has died down? We didn't hear any courts, we didn't hear any charge, we didn't hear any fine from them. What happened? Remember, I'm going to say it again, their owners are what? Oil people. So they should not tell me that it's good. Let them probe all the 20 teams back to back and let us see if you are clean, you are clean. If you're not clean, then face the law.
I mean, the fact that they actually held their own and said, okay, we are guilty of this particular charge. I mean, easy peasy they did it. And so why is Chelsea and Manchester City being accused of something that is not even way more than this one, and then we're having it dragging? Because I should use the word dragging
definitely
now. Because this one actually, I mean, this case actually came out just last month, and then now we're already seeing a judgment as fast as that.
And I said it before, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. When there's politics in football, you will see it. It's going to be very glaring.
Okay.
When there's politics, we all say that African politics is very glaring because they do not have to cover up, and that is true. But when you go to the English team or the these European countries and everything, there will be where did Africa learn politics in football from? It's not the white people give us football.
Don't you feel this is some kind of selective judgment?
It is selective, and that's why there's politics. It is selective. Because it's Manchester City and Chelsea.
Yeah.
If it was Manchester City, if Everton was Manchester United or Liverpool, we would never hear something like this. We would never hear something like if it was Luton Town. Luton Town they'll forfeit this season and say that they are going back to Championship. It's because it's Everton. Why are you not probing Chelsea and Manchester City when it is even higher than that? Let us be clean. You said you are saying fair football. Well, let's play fairly in football. Then let us be fair in this as well. Okay,
I mean, let's come back home now. Let's talk about the Nigerian Premier Football League. Yes, a couple of matches will be played today. Doma United, the Scorpions will be hosting Plateau United, while Kwara United will be traveling to the Benin Arsenal. They will be playing against Bendel Insurance at 4 p.m. Today, these games will be played. And then tomorrow, Rivers United will be hosting Abia Warriors. Rangers International will be hosting Katsina United. Bayelsa United will be hosting Sunshine Stars. Sporting Lagos will be playing at home to Atland FC of Owerri. Yimba FC will be hosting Lobby Stars. 3SC up against Kano Pillars. Gombe United will be hosting Niger Tornadoes, while Remo Stars will be traveling to the Nest of Champions, talking about going to play away at Aqua United. Your picks for this particular game are coming up this weekend, Tommy.
Which one of them?
Which one are you looking out for?
Doma United, Plateau United, right? Those ones are going to be very close because they don't score a lot in their matches, and in their last 5 matches I think they've lost one, they've drawn one. So I see it's going to be very tight for them to actually win each other, so they will actually draw in that match. Bendel Insurance versus I think
Kwara United, yes.
Kwara United. It's going to be very tough. If you see that head-to-head and the head-to-head result, they always join. They always go. I was like, getting their happen now. Is it that difficult to actually win a match? I see this match is going to be very, very difficult to actually win. I know how vendor insurance plays. They play like, if you don't beat me, I will not beat you. Like, if you don't beat me, I will not beat you.
Yeah.
If you are on the same stage, then we are on the same stage.
Yeah.
So these matches that are coming, that are going to be playing tomorrow, are going to be very tough.
Okay, I'm sure Shola is listening now, and then he will definitely want his beloved team Sunshine Stars to go and do it up against Bayelsa United. But don't forget that Bayelsa United, they have the golden boy of the Nigerian Premier Football. You're talking about Robert Mizo. So I mean,
golden boy.
He's up there among the the league top scorers. Yeah, he was there last season, and then he's doing it again this season. I think the only person who's actually challenging him right now is Sikiru Alimi of Remo Stars, talking about goals this season. And then don't let me let you know that the game between Accra United FC and Remo Stars is going to be live on television today. So yes, in case you want to see that, go catch a glimpse of it. Nigerian Premier Football League is back on TV, and I think that deserves an applause.
A round of applause.
Yeah.
Yes. From me especially.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
So yes, and Nigerian Premier Football League is back on TV. Just before we go, let me give you this particular news coming from Real Madrid, England, and Real Madrid midfielder Jude Bellingham has won the 2023 Golden Boy Award, given to the best under-21 player in Europe top flight. Colombian Real Madrid forward Linda Caicedo, who is 18, also won the Golden Girl Award. So yeah, Golden Boy, Golden Girl, Real Madrid.
I saw it coming for Linda. Who knows to give again for Linda? No, she has worked her way through it. Her hard work is paying for her, and I'm so happy for her. I am really proud of her. She's just like Victor Osimhen. She grew from their team to under 17, under 20, and the national team.
Yeah.
That is how to build players. That is how to build.
18-year-old.
And the thing is, that's how to build your players. You want your players to be loyal to your country. Build it from onset. You see, they will not leave you. They won't forget you. They'll thank you that you put them on the world stage. They will appreciate you. And this lady is doing absolutely amazing. I'm so proud of her. And Jude, please give him his accolades. I'll beg.
Well deserved, yeah?
Yes, well deserved. I'm so happy. Yeah. Real Madrid.
And then don't forget that he scored 13 goals in 14 appearances for Real Madrid already. That's a good one for him. Just before we wrap up the show, we would like to take your predictions ahead of the game between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. And yes, if you are one of the lucky winners, trust us, we've got something for you on Monday. So yeah, send in your predictions. Whoa, what are you predicting for Nigeria versus Zimbabwe? And then terms and conditions apply. I know that for sure. And then let your predictions come in well before 2 p.m. No, the game is going to be 2 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah. So yes, most definitely 12 p.m. Nigerian time. Please, let's have your predictions. Yeah. And most definitely, we've got something for you. Nigeria versus Zimbabwe.
Send it. They should send it as text messages?
Yeah, we'll put that up on our social media platforms, and then you can send it to us on WhatsApp and right here, 0907 224 5018. I take that again, 0907 224 5018. Let's have your predictions. Nigeria versus Zimbabwe. What do you think? Or what's the scoreline? Most importantly, the scoreline. And then you get to hear from us after that. Oluwatomiey, your take home.
Yeah, I'm wishing the Nigerian Super Eagles all the best. They played against Zimbabwe. Yeah. And Zimbabwe coach has been ranting. I'm going to say ranting. He has been talking back to back and playing with our heads. But it doesn't work. He has been talking since before
they are being rocked with financial issues right now because some of their players actually threatened to boycott training yesterday because of they were not given their allowances for their first game where they played a 1-1 draw. Yes.
Can we just stop this in Africa? Can we just stop this?
It's always happening.
It is always happening. Yes. It is always happening. I don't blame them. I don't blame the players for doing that. I just feel like they should give them their allowances. They played for your country. They played for their country. They came down all the way from Europe to come and play from Asia to come and play for your country, and you're not giving them their allowances. This is not fair. I'm gonna say it again. I'm wishing Nigerian Super Eagles all the best against Zimbabwe.
What are you predicting? Your scoreline?
I should not please and not embarrass me. No, I'm wishing them all the best.
Okay.
Good luck, guys.
Okay, then. Don't be like Oluwatomiey. Send in your predictions. Yeah, you got something from us. Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Ayodeji Ajiboye signing out this afternoon. I will always tell you to enjoy your weekend. Stay sporty out there. Stay safe, people. Please do stay safe. I'll see you when I see you. I say good afternoon.
Hey, High Impact. Hi, how may I help you? Which club is the first to win Champions League? That's very easy. Real Madrid. The first Champions League was won by Real Madrid during the 1955 and 1956 season.
Oh, thank you.